Canadiens snap 7-game losing streak, beat Penguins. Anthony Richards scored the winning goal in the third period and the Montreal Canadiens beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-4 on Tuesday night. Richards scored at 3:05 of the third period. He took a stretch pass from Justin Barron and beat Casey DeSmith to the glove side. Montreal rebounded from an 8-4 home loss against Colorado on Monday and snapped a 7-game losing streak. Montreal, which won its first game in March, has lost 8 of its last 10 games overall. "I feel like we've played some really good hockey, as of late, but we just haven't gotten rewarded for it," Canadiens coach Martin St. Louis said. "I feel like we've played some really good hockey, as of late, but we just haven't gotten rewarded for it." Josh Anderson scored an empty net goal while the Penguins pressed for the tie. Mike Hoffman scored his 11th while Denis Gurianov, Jesse Ylönen and Joel Edmondson also scored for the Canadiens. Sam Montembeault made 39 saves. "Montembeault was probably the difference," St. Louis said. "Montembeault was probably the difference." Jake Guentzel scored twice and Evgeny Malkin and Chris Letang also scored for the Penguins, who play significant back-to-back division games at the New York Rangers on Thursday and Saturday. Pittsburgh, which currently holds a wild-card spot in the Eastern Conference, has points in 8 of its last 10 games. "Obviously, we missed an opportunity," Penguins coach Mike Sullivan said. "Obviously, we missed an opportunity." Tristan Jarry started, but allowed 4 goals on 7 shots. It was the 4th time in 5 games Jarry allowed 4 goals and the 2nd time he was pulled. DeSmith stopped 13 shots in relief. Pittsburgh played the final 16 minutes with 4 defensemen. Jeff Petrie didn't take a shift in the third period and Jan Rutta left with a lower body injury after he was hit with a shot. Montreal had the first 5 shots of the third period and the only goal until Anderson's empty netter with 35 seconds to go. "I thought we worked hard throughout the course of the game, but we didn't work smart," Sullivan said. "I thought we worked hard throughout the course of the game, but we didn't work smart." Pittsburgh scored twice in the first 5 minutes for an early 2-0 lead. But the Canadiens jumped ahead with 3 goals in the next 6 and another before the end of the first during a wild 6-goal period. Guentzel scored his 28th goal of the season and recorded his 400th NHL point just 21 seconds into the game. Guentzel, with 5 goals in his last 5 games, is the fastest player from the 2013 NHL draft class to 400 points. Malkin scored a power play goal on a one-timer from the point at 4:49, making it a 2-0 game. Pittsburgh has a power play goal in 11 of its last 13 home games. But the Canadiens scored the final 4 goals of the period. Hoffman scored 32 seconds after Malkin's goal and Ylönen tied it with a wrist shot from the point at 7:13 of the period. Gurianov scored his 3rd goal in as many game seconds after a penalty expired. Edmondson scored with 11 seconds left in the period on a slap shot from the point. Pittsburgh outshot Montreal, 17-4, in the second period and evened the score thanks to goals by Letang and Guentzel. But it wasn't enough, as Richards scored early in the third and the Canadiens held on for their first win of the month. "It was a tough feeling when Pittsburgh scored 2 goals early," Richards said. "It was a tough feeling when Pittsburgh scored 2 goals early."